Right, well I set a new high score on the Find Jess game. This time I will read it properly. So that I was tapping them, wasn't I? The game's called To Be Frank. Right, so I need to touch the stamps specifically, I guess. And if I see a letter without a stamp, I have to blow into the microphone. I was tapping the letters, but I wasn't specifically tapping the stamp. But apparently that's necessary. And to be honest, this microphone doesn't work the best on the 2DS, so I'm just going to have to be quiet, I'm afraid. 25! You see, this isn't like Julian's packing game where there's more fake outs. I knew that would happen as soon as I started talking! Wow. The moment I open my mouth is when it goes wrong. I was trying to say Julian's one was mostly fake outs and then this mostly wasn't, but then it shut me up, didn't it? Okay. Don't have any more mini games with the microphone in it, please, because I can't even see where it is. Have you seen how stretched inwards? Well, I guess that's not the meaning of stretched at all. But the pictures on the top screen are so squashed. Anyway, so this is just a generic game of pairs, but I still need a score of 17. Definitely a much harder game than Thomas and Friends steaming around Sodor. Well, I guess these are closer to the days when games were harder in general. Like, I remember the days when Mario games were good. Oh, I was controversial. Okay, all of the letters are just addressed to the same two people. Right, Farmer Glenn's a very popular bloke today, as is... I don't know what the policeman's called, actually. I wanted to call him PC Plod, but that's noddy. Either way, that's a score of 8. Up to 30. Good, there's a second round. I was about to say, do I have to do a flawless run? Why would there be letters to Mrs. Goggins? She works in the post office. Okay, now we're throwing extra people into the mix. This is showing how recent these games are, actually. Like, the letters that I just picked out are for a new female character. I believe she's a vet, introduced in some of the absolute most recent series. And yeah, that guy, I think he's called Sanjit. I just hit the mark. It's like, I remember seeing Sanjit in Postman Pat, and I thought, well, they've just brought these in for equality, haven't they? And then I watched a few episodes about the Sanjits, and they ended up being like my favourite characters in the show. They're very funny. Right, so, no, it's not Tetris, but I need to basically, I don't know, subspace emissary stickers, you could call it, or the bottom of an LBX. Is Postman Pat making a sound? Is he complaining? He's saying... It sounds like he's saying, no! But I guess he's saying, oh, no, I didn't mean to put it there. Oh, I haven't put much thought into this. I've messed up. I've not even got room for this. Can I rotate it? Well, this is the end of the game. Oh, I'll just move on to a different one. Vanful. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? That doesn't look like a very healthy way to ignite your exhaust. I don't know if I approve of that. This game was given to me by a member of the Green Party, so maybe that's why he decided to get rid of it, huh? Do I have... No, I couldn't. I've not got space. Time's up! You need a target score of 40! Alright, let's try that again then. No! Not there! The most experience I've had with Tetris, I do own Tetris DX for the Game Boy Color, but I mostly just played Ben & Jerry's rip-off of Tetris on their website when I was at school, because most fun websites were blocked, but I was able to play the Ben & Jerry's interactive games, so that was something. I've put it in the wrong place again! This is so... Once you put something down, you cannot move it ever again. So you have to be certain of what you want to do. Okay, I've got a score of 30. I only need 10 more points. I'm going to do this. And you're going to watch me. What? I've got... Oh no, I'm down to 24 because it docked me points for failing to fit certain ones in. This is so punishing and hard. I never have room for that one. Time's up. I got 40! And it didn't take away points. Ooh! Tails on point today. I'm sorry that I'm talking over all of the story, but this game's so hard. I'm pleased every time that I pull it off. But what I need to do, we need to pick up litter and catch the letters. Drag the rubbish to the bin, drag the post to the bag. That doesn't sound too tough, but everything has such a small hitbox. I can barely tap anything, and I let go. There's a lot more trash than there is mail. What does that say about Greendale? It's not very green, is it? The background certainly looks green in colour. A green? Okay, green equals 3 letters at once. That's how the world works. Mama, when I grow up, I want to work in a post office. I know that green envelopes are worth 3 letters. Alright, I'm on a roll now. I shouldn't have said anything, should I? Now the rubbish has gotten away. Ah, this one's for Thomas Ashwell. Bin your rubbish! A very old video phrase which I'm often told to say in Super Smash Sundays. Is 40 points enough? Or am I going to find a way to lose points? That would make sense to me. These mostly appear to be carrier bags in the wind. That's some evidence that this game was made before the 5p carrier bag charge. Whoa, super lucrative red crate. Red envelope? Why did I call it a crate? It's a letter. Alright, I'm acing this now. There's 5 seconds left and I'm going to get as many points as I can. Are you excited, guys? This is hardcore. The toughest mini LP I've done since Robot Wars Advanced Destruction 89. Was a score set by Phoebe? Where's Stelly's high scores, by the way? He claimed he's beaten this game. Am I exposing him on air? What do we do here? Hey, what's up, guys? It's Trail Mix Blazing. Right, I guess I just need to make Pat dodge obstacles. That doesn't sound too bad, right? Look at Ted's car on the bottom screen. He looks like Mater from Cars. Unpopular opinion, right? I really like Cars 2. I thought it was not one of the best Pixar films, but a lot better than Cars 1, and probably one of my personal favourite Pixar films. Just because it's way too overhated. I like that it focused on Mater. It was I was expecting just more races, and I got a mystery with... Oh, was I meant to drive into the crates? Because it just gave me loads of letters, didn't it? But, like, it was a mission with... No, I'm not meant to drive into that. Like, mystery with a top secret British agent. I thought Cars 2 was fine, and the visuals were gorgeous for their time. There, suck on that, Phoebe.
Missing post using his new invention. Ted is going to show me where the rest of the missing letters are by flying up high in the air with his helicopter backpack.
His helicopter backpack.
To show when you see them, and I'll go and get them. If Ted drops too low in the sky...
No, not more microphones! Oh dear. Well, I'll try and commentate as much as I can, but it's clearly not going to last. He's just going to fall immediately, isn't he? Okay, now finally figured out where the microphone is on the 2DS. Well, Pat actually needs to make his way over to the letters. Now, I have no doubt you could all hear my blowing sounds. I was proper going for it. And it didn't count. Let's get some practice. Oh, was it on the left side? I'm kind of playing in the dark. Because I like to play with the window closed, so there's no background noise. But it's done me a misery here. Thank God the Inazuma 11 LPs don't need me to blow into the microphone. Let's Play Phantom Hourglass is cancelled, everybody. This is physically wearing me out. Have any of you seen Postman Pat the movie? I thought it was quite funny. My mum took me to see it in the cinema, so that was a laugh. I pretty much like everything with David Tennant in it, except I haven't actually seen much of Doctor Who, which I regret because it'd be a lot easier to make friends if I was a Whovian.
A bag of animal feed for Amy the vet. All the animals are getting hungry and Amy needs to feed them fast. Touch the bag of animal food and Amy will go and collect some. Then touch the animal who needs feeding next. Don't let them wait too long or they'll get upset.
Yeah, as I said, if you watched Postman Pat in the same childhood years as I did, you probably aren't familiar with Amy because she's a new character. And I know it's a bit weird how much I know, but like when I went to my grandma's house, I found it quite nostalgic to put CBeebies on. So I've seen some more recent Postman Pat. Alright, and you know what? Numberjacks was around at the age where I should have given up on kids programming as well, but I enjoyed that too. You can't stop me. But now, I haven't watched CBeebies for a good while now. Can confirm. I don't know if there's meant to be a pattern in which I feed the food to these things, but I'm just picking whoever's shaking. Now don't go up to the donkey with nothing in your hand. I've only got a score of 5 points. That doesn't sound good. I need a target score of 20. Did she actually feed it? Oh, it's all over now. Tell you what, you don't have to watch the rest of this run. Alright, so while I was being silent, I noticed some critical flaws I was making. Firstly, you lose points if you try to feed an animal whose cage isn't shaking. Secondly, if I try to move Amy to a cage, basically I tap on the food and I assume I get it automatically, but it is possible to make her turn around and then head for an animal without actually picking up the food. And also, this pig is horrible, right? Sometimes its gate starts to shake, but then I click on it And Pat was like, oh, that didn't need feeding. And I'm like, what? I think it's just a graphical glitch or something. But this time I pulled it off, and only just. A score of 22 is not that great.
Before the bike race starts, let's go and cheer on PC Selby and the others.
See, now you can see on the top screen just how squashed Pat's van is. I was always quite A button to pedal faster, control pad to change lanes. So pretty much just a reskin, but with button mashing now. I need to be looking out for the PC. Yeah, even though I forgot his name earlier, I still have reasonable attachment to... Oh, it's B, not A. Or is it? Well, pressing the shoulder button rings the bell. Oh, I meant to get those things on the floor to speed up. Now I get it. Better luck next time. But yeah, like PC Selby, the name Selby is it's not a city. It's probably the nearest big town near where I live, and I nearly went to college there, but then thankfully changed my mind and went to York College instead, which was a lot more fun, better for media, and also met my girlfriend there, which was pretty grand. So, I'm glad I managed to dodge Selby, but it was still always there throughout my life, and I usually have to change trains there whenever I'm going somewhere fun. Right, third time's a charm. At least you lose this one quickly. I can't overtake these guys, though. I just have to hope that the power-up's on my lane, because these guys just get ahead of me somehow. And I hit the back of them and I lose all my momentum. How am I meant to get ahead of these guys? I can't check the instructions because quitting the game sends you back to the very beginning. What am I doing wrong here? And you guys at home probably know exactly what I'm doing wrong, because you will have read the instructions more thoroughly. There, I'm ahead now. Ah, they got ahead again! Why is the Reverend so fast? He's like, I mean, I know PC Selby's getting on a bit in age as well, but the Reverend shouldn't be this fast on a bike. Actually, I think he rides a bike quite a lot in the show. I'll take my words back. So why am I playing as PC Selby then? I need to read the instructions somehow. I must be doing something wrong. I'm going to mash A to maintain my speed. I got ahead of him and I lost it as soon as I hit a thing. That was the end of it. I'm mashing as fast as I can. I'm slightly overtaking. Come on! PC Selby! PC Selby! He's hit a cone, but it's not going to slow him down. Let's go, PC Selby. Oh, there we go. That's the victory screen. Look at my score compared to everyone else's. 291, and apparently that was the end of the game. I don't even get credits. And the final boss was... Oh, now I see that difficulty was on hard. This is the opposite of Thomas and friends steaming around Sodo, where I accidentally had the difficulty on easy. And I could have disabled the microphone functions as well. Oh well, I'm very surprised that there's no credits in the game, but this was Let's Play Postman Pat. Let's Play Inazuma 11.3. Team Ogre Attacks will come as soon as I have a good window of time to bulk record it, because I want to do uploads every 2 or 3 days like I did with the last Let's Play. TTFN,